there seems to be this energy of a Queen of Cups with a reverted or upright that is coming towards someone who sits in like high priest or high priestess energy and confrontation or conflict in some way. And I really felt like I needed to clean this table down. I've been using Florida water and like a J cloth just to wipe it down. So there's something here. This person may want to like wipe the slate clean with you, but really they have like a bone to pick. It's almost like they're waiting for you to apologize to them for something. I don't know what. Okay. And the fact that I'm using Florida water, there is a need to keep your aura protected or to not rise to something here because you are ascending. Maybe this is the reason they're coming towards you, because you're ascending. I mean, the first card that I have here says transcending obstacles, learning, expansion, new phase, preparing for union. That's maybe why they're coming forward. It doesn't have to be that they're trying to block you from, you know, having this oneness with someone. It's more to do with your energy shifting and then feeling like they're being left behind in some way. And they don't want to be left behind in any way, shape or form. And I opened it up to, yeah, look, 5 of Wands here. Conflict, turmoil. It's like chaos. This person's created chaos. I've noticed a lot of outside chaos. It's not in here. It's not in here. It's not in here. But outside, because people's energies have shifted. Those who are ready to move on to the next stage of their life when it comes to their vibrations, their spiritual quests and so on and so forth. I don't know if you're noticing that people around you, depending on where you live, they're still stuck in the same vibration. I'm hearing people honking their horns like really loud, road rage, people shouting at each other. The sun is shining and it's a really nice day and they're not seeing this. You have the Knight of Wands here. The Knight of Wands, somebody is galloping in towards this high priest or high priestess with the 7 of Pentacles here. You've got the moon hiding and like poking out the back here. This is somebody who is going to come forward and project something without actually explaining how they feel. It's like wanting to come in and cause some sort of ruckus or some sort of argument and then go, I don't know what you're talking about. Why would I want to do that? But not actually saying the reason why they're annoyed or why they wish to stir the pot or cause chaos or do whatever it is that they want to do. But they're going to come in and they're going to act in some type of way anyway, because the 7 of Pentacles is about not really thinking about your actions before doing them, or not really being grateful in present time for what you have. And I can hear Archangel Michael off in the background, like a siren going off back there. So it's almost like you're being told by your guides, by your angels, it's all good. Whatever's coming towards you, you can deal with it. You know, we're going to sit this one out. Not so much that we're going to sit out and you're not protected, but we don't need to cover you in light or keep you really protected, because this person is, it's almost like what's happening here, you are a lesson for them or you are their karma and they need to learn how to process their emotions. Maybe this person is a real big doer and they act, they do things almost like with their hands. They're more of a physical person than they are someone who talks about their emotions. And this is an encouragement and a situation and experience where they have to process their emotions if they want to communicate, if they want to go forward, if they want to, you know, go into the next stage of their own spiritual like awareness and awakeness and so on and so forth. But I'm going to put this down first. It's a conflict here. Let me move my bottle of water. There's a need at the moment to stay hydrated more than usual. And I don't know if it's because someone is actually processing quite a lot. Someone here is a channel for the divine. Or someone here processes a lot of other people's emotions. And because we are, it's almost like there is, I heard a tear in a tear in time, but it's not a tear in time. It's like a fork in the road. And you have mass exodus of people who are now leaving and removing past identities and people and places, unfortunately, that connect to that so that they can move on to the next phase, so they can go higher. And then you have other people over here who are continuing on that path because they're not ready yet, or they're not awakened yet. But there's all, it feels like a tearing, because if your friends and family aren't on the same spiritual quest as you, say for example, they're not on the same spiritual path, they're not even awakened, let's say, they're not going to understand as you start to elevate and want to spend more time with people who are vibrating the same as you, and less with people who don't, which include your friends. It could be your families, it could be certain workmates that before you were really tight with and you were drinking with. So it's going to feel like a tearing because they're not willing to let go. They don't understand why you want to let go in the first place. There may be ties and bonds that you've had as well for a very long time. This may be why somebody's coming in like this. Like, why are you pushing me away? Why are you the one that's rushing away? You're the one that's causing this conflict, not me. Even though they're coming to you in this kind of stance, whether that's energetically or physically, but I'm getting it's more an energetic kind of Aries kind of, I want to push myself into your existence and into your energy because you're either ignoring me or you're distancing yourself from me. They're not thinking and they're not really reviewing. It's like they haven't reviewed the past. There may be a reason why you've moved away from them specifically. It can be just energetically, we're moving on, or there could be this is a specific person coming towards whoever it is that sees themselves as a high priest or high priestess, be that you or someone that you're thinking of, and they're not willing at the moment, or they're not able to open their eyes and kind of review the past and go, this is the reason, these were my actions, this is what I did to create some sort of conflict. And this person over here, they moved away for a reason. We co-create all of the experiences we have, right? Which means we co-create the crappy ones as well. So whatever this argument was, whatever this battling of heads, or actually just I'm elevating and I need to move away, it was co-created. They may have been a lesson for you at that time. They may not be realizing at the moment that you are a lesson for them too, and they're finding this very difficult. I am getting this energy of like, why haven't you reached out? Why aren't you the one apologizing? You're the one that usually does the work, so why aren't you doing the work now? I haven't done anything wrong. You're just rushing off doing this. You're not thinking. The moon in reverse. So somebody who's very stuck in their emotions, or very blinded by how they feel, that they may find it very difficult to make space and have empathy for how you feel. It's not great, right? Welcome in. My name is Bronwen. Welcome into the channel. It's good to have you here. If you are a new face, it's really good to have you here. If you are a returning subscriber, soul family, it's always good to have you back. I'm going to be ringing these bells. These are just to cleanse the space around us. If you have any type of sound sensitivity, please turn down your listening device in 3, 2, and 1. I appreciate all of the support for this channel. I appreciate all of the support for my GoFundMe that I've got going on down below. It's not for me. It is for a very small animal charity, animal sanctuary in the east coast of Sri Lanka. It supports all of the street dogs and street cats in the entirety of the east coast of Sri Lanka, which is a lot for only a small amount of people. If you would like to be part of that, or if you'd like to just spread awareness, have a look down below. You can always copy the link and just send it out to your friends. You can leave a donation if you'd like to, because they get 100% of that. All of you who already have, thank you so much. It actually makes a difference. It means that they can deworm, they can feed, they can rehome, and that's exactly what they need to do. And they can neuter, so that they can kind of bring down that population. Thank you so much. Please know that my readings are for entertainment purposes only, okay? Anything that comes up in the area of law, finance, mental health, or physical health, I am not a professional. I don't claim to be. If you need help in those areas after watching this video, please ensure that you actually reach out to someone who is qualified in those areas. Let's crack on. So 5 of Wands seems to be clarified here by the moon. It's like this person may have replayed things in their head, and I heard they switched off. They switched it off. So they're either remembering things the way that they want to remember things, to put themselves as the right and you as the wrong, or they have completely switched off and pretended that it hasn't happened, or that you haven't become distant. So I don't know who this person is for you. Ace of Pentacles here in reverse. This is an encouragement from your guides not to invest in any type of chaotic, battle-y, argumentative, passive aggressiveness with this person, because this person either, I don't feel like they have a limit. They don't have the capacity to look back. I think they find it difficult because they're hiding in their ego. High Priestess is here. And it's very strange that I'm putting the High Priestess down next to the Seven of Pentacles. This is almost like, with the Seven of Pentacles in reverse, this person may want you to react. They want you to become reactive. What's the word? Reactive. They want you to become reactive. They want to get some sort of, they want to get a reaction out of you. And I don't feel like they're going in and going, I want to make sure that this person argues with me, and if I do this, then they're going to do that. No. They are used to communicating things that upset them in an argumentative way. And they are used to someone saying one thing and then they come back with another thing, and then they shout out what it is that they actually feel, rather than sitting and talking and saying, hey, this is how I feel. This is what I feel happened. And being open enough to hear what you have to say. No, they're blinded to this. They're completely and utterly blinded to that. The Eight of Pentacles there. They are trapped in their own head. And it's like they have a bone to pick with you. Ace of Cups, like I said to the Ten of Swords, they feel completely betrayed that you have moved away, even if you moved away for your own mental health, or you've just moved away because you know, look, there is no victory. There would be no way to sit down and have a conversation with this person. Now, the Queen of Cups can denote a mother, an auntie. It could be, there's something about it being an older feminine energy. It does not have to be a woman. Please know that if I use pronouns, I'm picking up on energies. It's up to you whether or not you assign a gender. You don't have to, okay? Don't make the story fit if it doesn't. Not all of the things that come through are going to be specifically and solely just for you, and that's okay. If you would like it to be specifically and solely about you, you can always book a reading. Information's down there. But this Ten of Swords to the Ace of Cups, this person feels like they've been betrayed. There does seem to be I was going to say dramatizing of their emotions, but maybe that's just the way they feel. They just feel like they are not being nurtured or seen. And I can feel someone getting wound up by this message. Like, yeah, they are not being nurtured and seen. What about me? This is what you're being asked to look at, okay? And it's not saying that you are not valid in how you are feeling right now. It's that you are being told not to invest in the energy that they are trying to project towards you. It's not saying that you shouldn't visit that wound, because you should. You visit it when you're ready. But there is a need to not have communication with this person, or if you do have communication with this person, to allow them to say what they have to say and just be like, okay. There's something here about keeping it very short, very sweet, and then allowing them to go their way. And it doesn't mean that you have to appease them and be like, yes, I agree. It could be as small as, I'm not ready to have this conversation with you right now because I feel like it will fall on deaf ears. And I think we both need to go our separate ways. When we are both ready to sit down and have this conversation and both be open, then we can. But it's not right now. There's something here that someone needs to do that. And I just saw a big finger going, you need to do that. And it's not this person, it's someone's guide here going, you need to do this, is set that boundary. And now it's raining. It's raining. It's like someone here feels really, they feel completely betrayed. They feel completely betrayed. And I mean, look, everyone's emotions are valid. Everyone's emotions are valid, even this person's. But they're not always reasonable. And I think that's going to be my new saying. Everyone's emotions are valid and valued. Sometimes they're not valued, that's the thing. And I feel like there's a bit of hypocrisy coming from whoever this person is, especially if they are the Queen of Cups in reverse. This is the energy of somebody that should be nurturing and then isn't. So I don't know if this person is assuming or expecting you to nurture and kind of like regulate their emotions, and you've just been like, nah, I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that. You have the Seven of Swords coming out because this person could have done something very deceitful. You have here the Queen of Wands, okay? This is about creativity. This is about building something. Why are they coming up as being... Because the Queen of Cups and the Queen of Wands. You may be coming out as the Queen of Wands. And I heard yes. Okay, so we'll put the Queen of Wands over here. We're putting it down next to the Five of Wands, the Moon, and then the Queen of Wands. Where would you like me to put this one? Swap it. Okay. There. We're going to put the Seven of Swords in its place. Five of Wands, the Moon in reverse, Seven of Swords. We then have the Ace of Pentacles in reverse, the Knight of Wands, and then we have the Queen of Wands. And for the Seven of Pentacles and the High Priestess, the clarifier is the Eight of Coins. I've been told to do another one. Okay, let's just get these out. We have the Magician here. There seems to be this energy of kind of like, I made you, I put you where you are. Or now that you're doing great and stuff, you don't want to know who I am. Yeah. Now you are where you are. You want to cut me off like I didn't help you get where you are. Like I'm not deserved of part of that piece of that pie. The first row here with the Five of Wands, the Moon in reverse, and the Seven of Swords. Conflict. Conflicting, angry. This person is like really angry or resentful or feeling bitter. It's almost like they feel like they're the ones that have been deceived, or like you've done something to them. This is very much projecting rather than going inwards and looking within. The Seven of Swords here with deceit. The thing is as well is that whenever you see the Seven of Swords, it's always depicted as somebody like they're stealing these five swords. But that's an argument. Five of Swords is an argument. It's saying things that one, maybe you don't mean, or two, you mean them, but you're not sugarcoating it anymore. And like I said, just shouting out things in anger and going, but you did blah, 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 because you don't know how to regulate it within that moment. And we've all been there, so there's no judgment there. But this person seems to, that's the only way they do it. They maybe jump into conclusions also about your character. The Two of Swords here, it's doubt. Those two swords on their own is doubt. This person has had an argument, or maybe there was some words were shared in not the most appropriate way. Be that energetically, passive aggressively, or it was just mean things that were said. And this person is in doubt about where they actually stand with you. So rather than just going, hey, I don't know where I stand with you, and I think that we should talk about what happened, they're wanting to come forward with some sort of argument because they've changed what's happened in their head, or they've kind of bolstered themselves up and been like, no, I didn't do anything wrong. I just explained myself and I didn't say it in a horrible tone, even though they could have been like, you B word. You know, they're changing it and putting rose-tinted glasses slightly on to make themselves the victor and the victim at the same time. The Ace of Pentacles in reverse to the Knight of Wands to the Queen of Wands. There's something here about when they don't want to invest in you, or they don't want you to what? They don't want you to go forward in what? That's the last time they help you out. It's the last time they help you out. Can I get clarity on the Queen of Wands, please? You want me to go over there? Okay. Chariot in reverse. It's the last time they help you out. I heard it's the last time they help you out. It's the last time. I don't know if someone was living with this Queen of Cups in reverse. I don't know if this person helped you financially. If there's something here about helping, but helping like it was a chore. They were helping, but it was a chore. Magic in the Mirror in reverse. Queen of My World is coming out as well, and realization with betrayal. This person feels betrayed by you, and you've got deceit coming out. They feel like they are the one that put in work to help you with something, to ground you, to, I don't know. And they're feeling like they're the one that's being used, and that the argument was what, a way of you getting out of responsibility or getting out. I don't know. This is strange. Let me read these. So the realization here says the frequency of realization supports the internal process of becoming aware of our heart-centered truth, as well as the external process of becoming our highest expression in the world. So do you know what this is also? It seems to be that what's coming out on this second row isn't so much to do with them. It is, because obviously something's gone down between the two, be that you or someone you're thinking of and this person, and there is a reason why you have separated away from them. Now the Knight of Wands coming out, that is a fast-paced moving card. It's one of the fastest, you know, knights we have next to the Knight of Swords, right? So there's physical movement. There's physical movement away from them. There's Ace of Pentacles in reverse. I don't know if this person is like, they're not investing in chasing you. They're not investing in your creativity. I don't know if you are a singer or a painter or somebody who is really inventive. I don't know why I'm getting they don't want to invest in you. Or maybe that's what you felt about them, that they were only helping you out of a chore, or it was like they were dragging their feet to help you out, and that's really offensive for some reason. Now we've had betrayal come out twice, okay? We've had realization come out, but this realization with a 37 is an ending. And that's what we had. We had the death card. I don't know where I've hidden the death card now, but we had the death card, which is an ending. That tearing, and that tearing that I saw, those two paths tearing, one was white and one was black. And it's almost like those who are still hidden in their shadow or are unaware that they have their shadow, because even if you take the spiritual sense of, you know, shadow work away, you still have the, is it Jungian? Was it Carl Jung or was it Freud who coined that term of, you know, the inner shadow? You still have the psychological aspect of your shadow and the parts that you don't look at. So all of those who are on the path of white are those who've already looked at it. And it doesn't mean that, you know, you've healed absolutely everything and you're a guru and an angel and no. It just means that you are still working on that path, but you're deciding and choosing no longer to make exceptions for people in your life who haven't integrated their shadow. Whether that's family, whether that's a friend that you've had for 20 years, whether that's a job you've been in for a very long time, but it just does not hit all of your moral core values anymore. It just doesn't. And you want more and you wish them well and you're moving away. And it's almost like there is this sticky, almost like when you see kids making slime on like TikTok and YouTube and stuff, and they pull their hands like that and it's just sloppy. That's what I'm seeing as we see this tearing. This realization is not about this person as it is more about you, and realizing maybe the limitations, and I don't like using that word, but the limitations that this person has when it comes to how they can help support you on your path while also you help support them, because there seems to have been a big lack of equal give and take in this relationship. If them helping you, whether that is a family, friend or whoever, but if this is someone you've known for a very long time, you asking them to help you out in your time of need, I'm hearing, if they did it, but they did it while dragging their feet like, oh my God, I have to, you have to sleep over, or I have to lend you money, are you, oh my God, fine, whatever. And then they just keep reminding you of it. There's some sort of friction here. There's some sort of realization that someone's come to when it comes to deceit, when it comes to this person's true intentions towards you, which if it is as small as them, and it may seem small in this person's eyes, in this Queen of Cups eyes, going, well, it's not a bigger deal that I find it grating that I have to lend you money. Or I don't see why it's such a big deal that I don't get to voice my opinions on me not wanting you in my home, or, you know, borrowing my clothes, or whatever it may be, or vouching for you in my job. I don't see why I should have to do that. I think there's the realization here of, oh my gosh, who is this person that I classed as my friend? Who is this person that I classed as a family member? Who is this person that I have worked with for 20 years, or worked in a job for 20 years and I really wanted to work in this job and they just refuse to vouch for me? What is going on here? One, it's not the path that you're supposed to be going down. And two, it's really realizing the universe is showing you this because they're supposed to be going down a different path. And just because they're going down a path where they haven't integrated their shadow yet, doesn't mean that's the crappy path. That just means that they are on a completely different healing journey to you. This person cannot, for the life of them, fathom that. And if you were to say that to them, they would not fathom that. They would see it as you being patronizing. Like, how dare you be patronizing? There's a lot of healing that this person needs to do. Excuse me. And it's not your job to do it for them. And maybe in the past you helped to emotionally regulate this person. And that distance coming in seems to be the distance where you're not doing that anymore. And they have to do it themselves. And they're finding that really difficult. If you've had a friendship since childhood and you're then now in your 50s with somebody who always lent on you or always expected you to pick up the pieces for them, and all of a sudden you're just not doing it anymore, and not even in a horrible way, just no. They're going to be like, well, what's going on? Why would you not do that for me anymore? I've got a bone to pick with you. I've known you for 50 years. You're being told just do not invite that energy in. If they come towards you, it may be that they need closure in some way, or maybe you do, but not to allow that energy into your home, into your heart, into your mind. Let them say their piece and be gone. Because this realization, as much as they may be saying that you are the deceitful one, or you've betrayed them, or how could you, this isn't. That's projection of self. This is more realizing, wow, the very basis of like a friendship, or the very basis of a family member, sibling, mother, father, whoever, is being able to regulate your own emotions, but also having that equal give and take when you have the emotional space, that is, to help your friends out. Because you're not always going to have the emotional space to do so, and that's okay as well. But here, very unhealed. Very, very, very unhealed. Now the third row says the Seven of Pentacles in reverse. You then have the High Priestess and you have the Eight of Pentacles. There's something here with them questioning your path. They're questioning your spiritual path. They're questioning whether the validity of what it is that you are working towards. Because the Eight of Pentacles is about mastering something, doing something in practice over and over and over to the point that you can do it with your eyes closed, becoming an expert. I mean, look how many pentacles she's created before, 7. And then she has the 8th one down there. But we also have the 7 of Pentacles in reverse. This is almost like this person saying, well, you haven't thought things through. I don't know why I'm getting that this person may have second guessed you a lot. I'm getting, if this was like a close friend, they had slight pick me vibes. Like if you were out with others and you've been practicing sculpting for a really long time, and you'd be like, wow, I'd love to show sculpting, and you're talking to friends or whatever, and you show someone and they're like, yeah, but that took you 7 years to master, right? There has to be something that they say that brings your energy down just a tiny little bit, just a little bit, because I don't think they even realize what they're doing. They're trying to get your energy and your shine to match theirs, which is less. So this energy here with this 7 of Pentacles to the High Priestess, and you have the 7 of Pentacles in reverse to the 8 of Pentacles upright, there's the energy of either you're rushing, you don't know what you're doing, you're joining a cult, you're all of the things that could go wrong, rather than just going, this is the achievements that so-and-so in the collective have achieved. They've set these goals and they've gone out and they've worked hard and they've created them. How are you doing this without them? There's something here about how you're doing this without them. There's also a need to be wanted, I think, from this person, and you don't want them. And that's kind of sad, man. You don't want them. Magician in the Mirror is in reverse. I don't know if this person... I'm not getting so much about magic. I mean, they could have been using mirror magic, but it's not that. There's something about the mirror. Why am I getting mirrors? I want to put you where? Let me pop you down. This one. Betrayal. Realization. Yeah. I really don't like when they're not all equal. So I have the Chariot out, which is this deck. Oop. And then I have a different deck out. So I'm going to take another 3 out just so they're equal. Can I get some clarity, please, also on the last row? So the last row here says the Ace of Cups in reverse, the Ten of Swords and the Magician. This person feels like you're power hungry, or that you stepped on them to get ahead. This Ace of Cups in reverse to the Ten of Swords, they feel extremely betrayed. The Magician here is like, now that you're doing great, you don't want to know them. Well, that's the perception that they have of you, that you have everything that you need, and so you don't want to see them. They're looking at this very much from a 3D point of view, which is, again, it's coming back to that tearing, those two paths as you are going off that way, and they're still pulling at your energy, going, look at me, where's my attention? Because they're still battling with ego. They're still battling with ego, and they assume that the reason why that you don't want to be around them is because you used them in some way, or you were deceptive in some way, when really it wasn't the case. It was the case of, I needed help, you helped me, and I really appreciate that, but you helped me and you made sure to let me know that you didn't like helping me. There's something here about like passive aggressive, when will you leave? Passive aggressive, when will I get that money back? Passive aggressive, you're not going to get that job there. Or I put a word in for you, but no, they don't really want you. They don't want your type, or they don't like your hair, or they don't like your skin colour, or they don't. There's something here where they kept reiterating something over and over and over, so that it made someone here feel really uncomfortable, or unwanted, or unloved, or unseen. There's something going on, and they're completely cutting that out like it didn't happen. And if they're speaking to other people about this, because you do have the Ten of Swords out and we do have the Seven of Swords, if they're telling people about this, they are definitely deleting that part, the part that they created this chaos with. And you have to remember that they didn't just co-create this, you did as well. And I'm not saying that to judge you, just it was co-created because it was supposed to be a karmic cycle that you both worked out to end, to move on from. One of you did, the other one did not, and is still going round and round and round and round. And look, we've got the Queen of Swords right underneath. This Queen of Wands is giving me the energy with the Ace of Pentacles in reverse, Knight of Wands, Queen of Wands, and then the Queen of Swords, is creatively figuring out what it is that you do want and what you don't want, and being able to do so in an active way of saying what it is that you're going to do and then doing it. You have the Empress underneath. Somebody here, and that's the saying, isn't it? When you remove the things that are no longer for you, you make space for the things that are for you. And I know it's very cheesy, but this is what's happened here. Or this is what's about to happen. So it's very noisy at the moment. Lots of planes, people wanting to go into another country because it's so rainy here. Can I get some clarity, please? Here you've got Three of Cups in reverse. This person is not celebrating your achievements, or they're not celebrating how far you've come, or they're questioning how far you've come and gone, well, you wouldn't have made it without me. If it wasn't for me, you'd be in the gutter. If it wasn't for me, you'd be homeless. If it wasn't for me, you wouldn't have any money and you'd only be using food banks. You have Strength in reverse. Yeah, look, they're saying that you aren't as strong as you claim to be, or you're not as strong as everyone thinks you are. There is this energy also of crawling back or coming back. They were expecting you to come back to them and apologise. They're expecting some sort of apology. And now they're cross that you haven't given them an apology. Five of Swords. So this thing here with this person feeling like they're very righteous, or like they're right, you're wrong, I'm big, you're small. It's Matilda, isn't it? You have the Five of Swords here, and this person looking really smug, like, yeah, I won that argument. And what are they holding though? Well, this person walks off and this other person here is grieving over what was said. This person's holding Three Swords. This person is holding heartbreak and loss and grief and anger and woe. This person over here is contemplating their emotions, and this other person here is expressing them. This one, who thinks that they have won, have completely lost any kind of communication when it comes to that one sword. And 2 is about any type of doubt that this person, that these people may have had with turning around and going, hey, can we sort this out? So while they're feeling smug, it's almost like they're feeling smug in, it's not smug, it's like they're victimizing themselves, or they're telling people a completely different version to what actually happened. They're telling a completely different version. Now, the yellows being here as well is giving me that this could be someone's child. So it could be your father and you, your mother and you, or it could be a sibling, or it could be that something was brought up in the inner child when you decided that you had to move away from this person. And there was a lot of like wounded inner child integration that had to happen for you to be able to move into the next phase of your life, into the next higher timeline of your life. And this person refuses to do the same thing. You can't make them. You literally can't make them. You can take a horse to water, but you cannot make that horse drink. It will die of thirst before it would take any instruction from you. And that's what I'm getting. This person would rather die of thirst. They'd rather unalive of thirst than actually go, hey, I was wrong to actually act like this or like that or blah, blah, blah. I think we need to sit down and talk about this. Now let me put down this deceit card. Let me show you that deceit card. This is root chakra. What's the number on there? 25 condensing to a 7. So these are like there's some inner truths or some home truths that this person doesn't want to, they don't want to look at. They really don't want to look at. Where would you like me to put this one? Put it back. Okay, I'll put it back. Realization is coming out. I haven't actually added these just yet. Queen of my world is upside down. And then you have betrayal. Now, this can also be like a romantic partner. This can be an ex. I mean, I didn't really pick up on a lot of romance or past love, but this can be also because the Queen of my world card is usually the card that depicts someone who is completely smitten by the other. I mean, look at her. She's flipping gorgeous, commanding the storms around her. You know, all in red, very grounded, very rooted in the earth. But red, again, to do with the root chakra, is also a very sensual and sexy energy. Where I've put this is next to the 3rd row, the 7 of Pentacles in reverse, the High Priestess, the 8 of Pentacles, the Strength in reverse, and then the Queen of my world. This also seems to be like, for very, very select few, if this is a past relationship, there is the energy of someone feeling like you only slept with them or you only got with them to get ahead or to get something from them so that you could move forward. And then when you got what you wanted, you left. And you know, all of this High Priestess and spiritual stuff, and what do they call it? I don't know, what do people call mumbo jumbo, whatever it is that people call spiritualism that aren't awoke. That's the only reason that you act like that and that you're actually fake. That's going to be for a very specific, a very short, specific, small amount of people. There is deceit here. Deceit's come out twice. This person feels like you were very deceitful towards them, no matter who it is. They feel like you lied about something here. I heard lied about finances, or you've lied about deals. I don't know what that is. This one. But you've lied. Virgo, the serving of others, the details of do what you must do, and yeah, they feel like you lied about your purpose or lied about like being a good person. This person's really painted themselves as a victim and you as a bully. Community. And they're talking about this to quite a few people. I feel like they're talking to quite a few people about this. They want other people to kind of like validate how they feel. I don't feel like they're up on a podium going, oh my gosh, and this person from the collective, what a B word, they were doing this and this. No. But I do feel like they are talking to select people. Very, very select people. And I don't know if they're telling select people because they then have the intent of knowing that those select people will go off and, you know, gossip to others. Or if they're just telling these people because they want them to hear their version of the story and only their version. But if it's a community, it's going to be more than 3 people. North Node. Have faith in, do not worry about, now is the time to. Now I'm going to read the cards going across because I haven't actually done that yet. Can I get one? Can I get another 2 actually? You want me to take that one, don't you? Okay. I will show you them once I'm reading them. Ooh, and that one. Okay. Interesting. So the first row, that's going across. Ooh, 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 ooh. No, I need one more. I need one more. Thank you. Should I take this? That's the Virgo one. The Virgo one. So the first row that's actually sitting up and looking at me is the 5 of Wands, the Ace of Pentacles, the 7 of Pentacles, the Ace of Cups, and then Virgo. The serving of others, the details of, do what you must do, and there seems to be a lot of conflict when it comes to either the job that you do, whatever it is that you do. This is to do with your spirituality, it's to do with your faith, it's to do with, it's all mixing into what I've already said. There's something here about being quick to anger or being quick to harm or hurt. I don't know if this person is saying that you say very spiteful things, even though you claim to be like Christian or Buddhist or Omnist like me, or Muslim, whatever it may be. There definitely is this, and it's not just them talking about it, they actually feel this. They're not just going around saying words. They actually feel like you state one thing, but then you say another thing. And I think that someone here in the collective, you don't realise how powerful your words are and how impactful your words are. Because even if you've had an argument with someone and you told them to F off and I never want to see you again, and you were feeling like that in that moment, and actually you never want to see them again, those words have ripped into them. It really is like that ripping, that pulling across. It really has ripped into them. Whatever it is that you have said to them, whatever your last conversation was with them, it really has torn them apart. Like, your words can lift people up or knock people down. Like, wow. Because I'm seeing like lightning coming out of someone's mouth. The second row here is the Moon in reverse, the Knight of Wands, the High Priestess, the 10 of Swords, and this community. And it seems like there is an encouragement coming from this community for whoever this Queen of Cups is, upright, reversed, to come towards you. And to, I don't know, to tell you how it is what I'm hearing. To tell you how it is, and see how I'm winding my neck up and stuff. To tell you how it is. Because you have the 10 of Swords. So the 10 of Swords is betrayal, is utter betrayal. This is like the ending. It's like the Titanic going down. It's something major. And someone here is really being driven by repressed emotions. So I don't know if somebody's feeling bitter, angry, volatile, and they're rushing towards it with the Knight of Wands towards you, the High Priest or High Priestess, and they're doing it with other people. I feel like they're doing it with other people, and I don't know if they're coming forward like, we need to, I heard parlay. So pirate speak, you know, they want to parlay, like they want to sit down and have this conversation, but it's going to be like ganging up on you. Because if you have 5 people, and say it is your dad, your brother, your mum's best friend, your cousin, and your auntie, all right? These are all people that are part of your family. They could be for you or against you, but you all come to sit down, and your dad has already spoken to everyone in that circle and has told them only their version of what they feel happened. It's not so much what happened, what they feel happened, because this is very emotion-based, heavy. This is how I felt when they did this, and they said this, and I gave them this amount of money, and they didn't even give it back, and they gave it back, but they took so long to give it back. And they're not actually saying, but you told me I had 6 months to pay it back because I've been on hard times. I didn't ask you. You actually offered it to me and said, hey, you can give a little bit back each month. Don't worry about it. But then by the second month, they were already pestering you. Where's this money? 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 It's like, 1 second, you told me I could give it back each month. Well, you know, now I'm looking at my money and I'm looking at these bills and blah, 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 and I'm not sure if I can do that anymore. You have to pay it back soon. It's like, hey, what? I didn't come to you with this. You offered me, but you're telling every single person here that I am a ponce, that I am the one that comes to you with your hand out. You've painted a version of me, and now everybody there, as much as they may be smiling and kind of like, no, we need to kind of talk sense into this person, they've all already judged me. They've all already gone, nah, this person in the collective is taking the mick out of this person who's quite happily and kindly gone, okay, you've asked for money, I will give it to you, but I don't have any money. Woe is me and smallest little violin. So they're already coming forward in some sort of like, it feels like, it will feel like an ambush. It will feel like an ambush. The Seven of Swords, then we're going on to the third row. The Seven of Swords, the Queen of Wands, the Eight of Pentacles, the Magician, and the North Node. This energy here is the energy of, but you have all of this stuff going for you. If you have all of this stuff going for you, did you not have all of this stuff going for you in the past? When you asked for that handout, when you asked for that shelter, when you asked for whatever it was that was either asked or offered. Seven of Swords here, deception. This is just deception. Queen, and the thing is as well, I keep getting pulled back, and let's see if I can pick it up. I keep getting pulled back to the fact that the Seven of Swords, the person here is holding 5. They're holding 5. So this is an argument. This is an argument. They're going to want to bring up this argument and something that you said within the argument, or something that you said in a heat of a moment with this person. And if you haven't had an argument per se with this person, and let's say you just drifted and you're not seeing them as much as you were, or whatever it is, there is this energy, like I said, of them taking out part of what actually happened, or almost like narrowing their view even more rather than expanding it and seeing everything. They're looking at the finer detail of one specific thing that you said that upset them, that cut them like a knife, and they want to bring that, and they've already told everyone about that, and they've got everyone to focus just on that. This Queen of Wands here is about how you expand, how you've expanded, how you've grown. And this person here is focusing on this in a negative way, because the Eight of Pentacles is a job. To me, this is about a job. This is about a skill that you have that's brought in a lot of resources for you, or is about to bring in a lot of resources for you. And then you have the North Node. This is a passion of yours, and I feel like it is actually linked to your faith in some way. And your job does not have to be linked to your faith. It can literally be that your faith is getting stronger as you progress in this job or in this hobby that's turned into, like, you know, a side hustle. And they have something to say about this. They have something, there's something they want to say to you, and they want you to jump in and be reactive so that they can prove to themselves, and they can prove to the people that they have been bad-mouthing you, in other words, to, I told you that it was this, this and this. Because I feel like somebody in this community was like, are you sure? Are you sure you're not blowing it out of proportion? We're here to listen and rare. And she, he, or they were like, no. They did this, this and this. And I trust, if I was to speak to them and you guys were there, they would do this, this and this. And I heard recorded. Someone here wants to record and then send it, like through WhatsApp, or send it through Zoom, or I don't know, send it and be like, I told you that if I was to talk about this, this and this, they would act like this because they're guilty. This person is really looking at it black and white, not realizing that even as that pulls apart, it leaves grey in between. And it's our job to look back at the grey matter and go, well, either that's coming with me, or I'm letting it go. I'm completely letting it go, and they're not. You then have the 4th line, the 4th row here is the Chariot in reverse, the Queen of Swords, the Strength, the 5 of Swords, and Aries. And the Aries card says, energies to meet the challenge of your desires regarding, resulting from the honesty and strength of. And I did what I said I would do. I did what I said I would do. The Chariot in reverse is kind of being stuck either in a time frame, in a timeline, or just being stuck where you are, not being able to move forward, either because you're stuck in toxic positivity or you're stuck in your shadow. But there's no movement here. There's no movement. The Queen of Swords. The Queen of Swords is a very intuitive card. This person speaks their mind, but they speak their mind with grace, with eloquence. I mean, the Queen of Swords can also sometimes be a bit shouty and a bit kind of like meh. But that usually happens when the Queen of Swords is in reverse. So there's definitely something. This is just like reiterating that you have said something that kind of knocked them for 6. They're realizing that a boundary was set in some way for someone here. A boundary was set with the Strength card in reverse. They didn't think that you had it in you. They thought that you would always need them, that you would always come back to them. But this is showing me here that the person that can't do without is them, but they don't want to take time to heal. The 5 of Swords, they're stuck in something that you said in an argument. They're stuck in the fact with this energies to meet the challenge of your desires regarding and resulting from honesty and strength of. Can you imagine? It says strength in here, and then you have strength in reverse over here. I don't even know if I can pick that up. And then you have strength in reverse. Them thinking that you weren't as strong as you were, or you didn't have the inner strength. The thing is as well though, is if you were asking them for help at some point, that's obviously because you were going through something where you needed support. If you need support, it's usually because it's a time when your strength is being tested. And for them to kind of like ignore the internal strength that you have, and the internal strength that you had to have to go through whatever it is that you went through is wild. It is, I don't understand that. That is wild. But it's pulling me back to the start of this reading where we were talking about the fact that there's a limit to what they can give, capacity to love, the capacity for empathy. And I don't think this person is a narcissist. I mean, I'm not a therapist. I'm not qualified to be able to diagnose anyone. They do have narcissistic traits, but this person would rather state this is just the way that I am than go, this is how I am, but I want to change. I don't want to be like this anymore. And the 5 of Swords here, this person has things to say about where you are now. How it is that you just walked off, or how you just left. How you continued shining like nothing had happened. And the last row here has deceit, realization, Queen of my world, betrayal, and secrets revealed. I feel like something's going to be revealed because deceit and betrayal have come out twice. They've come out twice. I honestly feel like some sort of truth will come out about their treatment towards you, but it doesn't have to come from your lips. It just doesn't have to come from your lips in any way, shape or form. I heard the truth will set you free, with the secrets being revealed. This is family secrets or secrets to do with creativity. So this could either be like somebody that you've been working with, a family member. It could be a friend as well, because sometimes we see our friends as, you know, our extended family. But this Queen of Sheba with the secrets revealed, something's coming forward. Something's coming forward that is going to show this person, not for being a nasty person, but just for being unhealed. And for highlighting certain things that weren't necessarily true, or where they have exaggerated or bent the truth to favour themselves more, to get more support. The thing is as well is that if they know that they have to bend the truth, or they have to focus only on a specific thing, then they are already fully corpus mentos. They know, they're aware that what they did as their part was not good. That it was not healed, was not grown up or mature. They're fully aware of this. But to actually throw your hands up and go, hey, Yeah, I kind of messed up there. I act like a right jack ass, or I act like a right butthole. It's difficult. It's difficult when you have never looked into your shadow, or you're too scared to. And that's why this tearing is happening. Because you can no longer be in the energy of people who aren't willing to love themselves. Because that's what it is. It's self-love. Oh me, oh my. I'm going to get a couple more, and then I think we should end it there. Is there anything else that we need to know about this? What is it that they're going to say? No, we already know that. When is this coming in? When is this coming in? Tower. Well, they're kind of dragging their feet. Even though you have the Knight of Wands here, this is something that they want to rush in. There's something's delaying it. Knight of Swords is coming out now. Is that Swords? Yeah, Knight of Swords. Why did I get the Tower? Why the Tower? The Fool is in reverse. Something's being blocked. Or something's blocking some sort of major betrayal from coming in. Because I feel like this person, it's not so much they want revenge. For some, I heard for a small percentage of people, they do want revenge. Someone here wants revenge. But for a majority of people here, it's almost like they want everyone to see you kind of agree with the fact that you were in the wrong in front of them and apologize. They want that more than anything else. It's almost like they feel a bit humiliated or embarrassed. They feel embarrassed by their emotions, so they want to embarrass you in some way. Seven of Swords coming out. I've got Seven of Swords again. This person is deceitful. This person is not going to tell the entire truth. And the truth will come out about how they've painted you and in what light they've painted you. Six of Swords here to the Two of Pentacles. This deceit is not going to sit very well with them because the secrets will come out. Two of Pentacles. How they sat on something here. It's almost like they could have helped you more with something. And they gave you like, and that's the, I had a word come out and I didn't know what it meant. Low-hanging fruit. I was like, what does low-hanging fruit mean? Why am I getting that? It's almost like doing the most basic that you can do in a task. Doing the least that you can do and going, yeah, but I did it. I did it. And that's the energy I'm getting from this person of being like, well, I helped them. It's like, okay, you barely helped them. They asked you for a little bit of money so they can buy food, so you gave them some rice. It's like, they need a pot. They need to be able to boil it. You think that's going to be enough for a week? It's like, yeah, well, I gave them. I do not see what the problem is. It's that energy here. Who's going to find out the truth? Ooh, Five of Rods. Somebody who is going to kick up a fuss because we started with the Five of Wands. We're going to end with the Five of Wands. It seems like the people around them that they are talking to are going to be the same people that kind of figure out that they've been lying. You've got the Temperance in reverse, yeah. And they're going to be upset about this. They're going to be really upset about this. I'm going to leave it here. I really hope that gave you some confirmation and clarity on what you already intuitively know. If you are new to my channel, oh my goodness, and if you're new to my channel and this resonated, I would love you to hit on the like, the subscribe and the notification bell so you can see more of my content and actually see my face. If you are a returning subscriber, soul family, hearts, kisses, thank you for being here. Thank you for supporting this channel. Know that if you are interested in catching a live where you get to spend time with me in live present time, I do have a membership channel, which is down below. Once you press subscribe, you will see a little join button that is blue usually. And I go live every 2 weeks on a Friday. I also have membership only videos that will not be made public, so there's loads of videos there as well. But if you would like to have a chance of also getting a reading from me, a free reading, if you join the membership, the first 5 people to be to jump into the comment section on one of my live readings and just says hi and puts a number next to it, 1 or 2 or 3 or 4. The first 5 to do that, you will get a 3-card pull from me on any question that you wish at the end of the reading. I love you guys. See you later. Bye.